Let the church say amen. Amen. From what I understand about Terrence from his aunts is that he was a jokester, that he was a happy young brother. And so what I should be seeing in here right now is that same happiness, that same spirit that Terrence carried around with him, what, the 17 years of his life? 19 years of his life. And so, first of all, let's give a nice round of applause for God for loaning this brother for 19 years. It's not an easy thing to be burying a child. I don't know how you feel, but I know how it feels burying my son at 15 years old. I'm born and raised in Inglewood too. And so, what I want to say to you today before I do my piece is that this is more about you today than it is about Terrence. There's nothing else that Terrence could do to build a relationship with God. But there's still something that you can do to build a relationship with God. By a round of applause, how many people got a Facebook app on your phone? By a round of applause. Come on now. By a round of applause, how many people got Instagram and Twitter apps on their phone? Those same amount of people should also have the Bible app on your phone, amen? Misunderstanding or a lack of our knowledge of God and say, God sure knows what's in our heart. That's true. But that's not what you're going to be judged on. It says that every man will be according to their works. And you're going to be judged by what's written in those 66 books. So it's upon you to know what's in those books. In church, we got to do better. We can't expect these young people to come to church. Sometimes we got to bring the church to the young people. And so I love all of you. Some of you all I've never seen before in my life, and I can honestly sit up here and say that I love you and I desire for you to live. How can I love God whom I've never seen and see you and not love you? When I look at you, I should be seeing God in you. And so I want to do a piece called What If. Everybody say, what if? What if? Everyone. Within this thin ear of my voice, do me a favor, close your eyes for one moment and think of this. What if today was your last day? What would you say and who would you call? Would you pull out your galaxies and look at all the contacts inside and call them all, or would there just be a select few? Question is, what would you do? Who would be of importance to you this one day? And who would you want to remain by your side these last few hours that you're alive? And who haven't you spoken to for years? That maybe said something or did something hurtful to you that caused a lot of hurt, pain, and tears. Better yet, family, who would you forgive these last few hours? Could you survive and live with all the same resentment bottled up inside of you? Maybe your mother abandoned you. Or maybe your father was a deadbeat dad, but for this last day that you call him up just to say that I love you. And would it matter to you whether or not your boo was faithful or true? And would the little petty things that you were going through in your relationship mean that much to you if today was your last day? And what about the fortune and fame? The bright lights, thousands screaming and chanting your name, the platinum and gold. For what does it profit a man to gain this whole world and lose his soul? What if today was your last day? Would you pray and ask for forgiveness and try to right the wrongs of yesterday? See, the point I'm trying to make is, why wait until you're staring at the casket or the funeral procession? I'm asking all of you all today to count your blessings and clean the slate. Make that phone call today. Say your I love yous and find forgiveness in your heart, because tomorrow might just be too late. Besides, how can you pray every day and ask for forgiveness your own brother, your father, your sister, or even your own mother. Family, look, here's the truth. See, forgiveness ain't meant to benefit him, and forgiveness ain't meant to benefit them, but forgiveness is meant to benefit you. I don't think you get it. See, either we gonna practice what we preach, or we gonna be hypocrites. Bring me my flowers while I'm alive. Write me my poems, do your tributes, sing me my songs while I'm alive. Family, look, prioritize your life. Matter of fact, do this. Tonight, when you make it home, write yourself down a list. Put it on the refrigerator to remind you of what's important. Everything else, deal with at your own risk. Because every day in life, you get a second chance to do things right. To experience a little peace, joy, and laughter. And if today was truly the last day of your life, most of the things that you're complaining about right now really wouldn't matter. Everyone, and I mean everyone, within listening ear of my voice, do me a favor, close your eyes for one moment and think of this. What if today was your last day?